Welcome back. Still reading from the slave narrative from Texas, and this is Betty Powers. In her words, what for you wants this old N-word story about the old slavery days? Tain't worth anything. I's just a hard-working person all my life and raised the family and done right by them as best as I know. To tell the truth about my age, I don't know exactly. I remembers the wartime and the surrender time. I was old enough to fan flies off the white folks and the tables when surrender come. Emancipation. If you come about 5 years ago, I could tell you lots more, but I's had the head mystery. I think it's a stroke. I was born in Harrison County, about 25 miles from Marshall. Mass name, Dr. Howard Berry. And next to house, a little building for his office. The plantation, an awful big one and miles long, and more than 200 slaves were there. Each cabin have one family, and there 3 rows of cabin about half a mile long. Mama and Papa and us 12 children live in one cabin, so Mommy has to cook for 14 people besides her field work. She up before daylight fixing breakfast and supper after dark with the pine knot torch to make the light. She cook on the fireplace in winter and in the yard in summer. All the ration measure out Sunday morning and it have to do for the week. If it's not enough for heavy eaters. We has the real careful or we goes hungry. We has meat and cornmeal, lasses and taters and peas and beans and milk. Them short ration causes plenty trouble because the N-word has to steal food and it be whipping if they get caught. They're in a fix if they can't work for being hungry because it am whipping. Then sure, so they has to steal. And most of them did and takes the whipping. They has the full stomach anyway. The babies has plenty food, so they grow up into strong, portly men and women. They stays in the nursery while their mammies work in the fields and has plenty milk with cornbread crumbled up in it, and pot liquor too, and honey and lasses on bread. The master and his wife, I'm fine, but the overseer, I'm tough, and his wife too. That woman has no mercy. You see them long ears I has? That's from the pulling they gets from her. The field hands work early and late and often all night. Pappy makes the shoes and Mammy weaves, and you could hear the bump, bump, bump of the loom at night when she done work in the field all day. Missy know everything what go on, 'cause she have the spies amongst the slaves. She pretty good though. Sometimes the overseer tie the N-word to a log and lash him with the whip. If the lash cut the skin, they put salt in it. We ain't allowed to go to church, and has about 2 parties a year, so there ain't much fun. Lord. Most them slaves too tired to have fun no way. When all that work I'm finished, they're glad to get in bed and sleep. Did we have weddings? White man, you know better than that. Them times colored folks just put together. The master said, Jim and Nancy, you go live together. And when that order give, it better be done. They thinks nothing on the plantation about the feelings of the women, and there ain't no respect for them. The overseer and white men took advantage of the women like they wants to. The women better not make no fuss about such. If she do, it be whipping for her. I sure thanks the Lord surrender, emancipation done come before I was too old enough to stand for such. Yes, sir, surrender saved the N-word from such. When the war am over, thousands of soldiers passes our place. Some camps nearby and Massa doctors them. When Massa call us to say we is free, there am a yard full of N-words. We give every N-word the age statement and said they could work on halves or for wages. He advises them to stay till they get their foothold and learn how to do. Lots stay and lots go. My folks stay about 4 years and work on shares. Sharecropping is exploitative. type of farming in which it was just like slavery because they were working for money, but the plantation owner found a way to take back the money from them. Then Pappy buys the piece of land about 5 miles from there. The land ain't clear, so William all pitches in and clears it and builds the cabin. William proud. There 'twas our place to do as we pleases after being enslaved. They sure the good feeling. We work like beavers putting the crop in, and my folks there stay there till they dies. I leaves to get married the next year. I's only 13 years old and marries Boss Powers. William lives on rent land nearby for 6 years and have 3 children, and then he dies. After 2 years, I marries Henry Ruffins and has 3 more children, and he dies in 1951. I's living with 2 of them now. I never took the name of Ruffins because I dearly love Powers and can't stand to give up he name. Powers done make the will and wrote on the paper, to my beloved wife, I gives all I has. Wasn't that sweet of him? I think it was sweet of him. I comes to Fort Worth after Ruffins die and does housework till I's too old. Now I gets the $12 pension every month, and that helped me get by. And that there's the end. Of course, I had a moment of, I love the statement, to my beloved wife, I give all I has. Wasn't that sweet of him? It's just this, some people's heart just stay soft and warm even in the worst situation. And that is just so heartwarming for me always to see. Everybody goes through stuff, but some people make the choice to be love. So thanks for listening.